Hello lads and ladies, and welcome back for another video on the channel. Today we are back for some more Sky Bet League 2 content. Now on this channel we do League 1 content with the League 1 lives on a Sunday night at 8 o'clock. We do League 1 videos once a week as well. And what we're going to do alongside that is one League 2 video per week. Do live streams, and we'll be doing some more League 2 live streams to go alongside. This will be on a Monday night, and this will start on Monday the 29th of July at 8 o'clock, where we'll discuss all the preview for the big build-up. We'll have one the week before the season, and when the season gets going, it'll be the latest news, the results, having a deep dive into the season as well. So get subscribed down below. The growth in the last couple of weeks has been phenomenal. Thank you for all the support since we've returned from a little break. So please get liking. Can we go for 150 likes on this one? What we're doing today is our League 2 unpopular opinions. Now, we did this on League 1, where we sat down and I listed 10 things that I think will happen in the 2024-2025 season. Let me know some of your wild takes down below, and let's get on with the video. So we'll start off. Now, there only are 10 opinions here, and not all clubs will be mentioned. We'll start off with Chesterfield. Now, Chesterfield have come up with great momentum after winning promotion via winning the National League. Big football club. Obviously, I think lost to the final the year before as well. So that would have hurt them against Notts County. And I think they're going to come up. They've signed Che Dunkley and Paddy Madden. Two League 1, I'd say, standard footballers. I think Chesterfield can get into the playoffs. I really think they've got a good enough squad, momentum. They've got a big squad. They've got big players, big characters. And I think Chesterfield can easily get into the playoffs. Bradford. Now, Bradford are a great football club. I love going to Valley Parade. Old-fashioned, but big football club. And sometimes haven't moved with the times. But what they do right is the fan interaction with getting the fans into the ground. And at times last year, they struggled. A bad pitch as well, which I think won't help them. But with Graham Alexander, they'll be fit. They'll be, a pre-season in charge at Bradford will really help him, because he's very Tony Pulis-like, very organised, and liked his players getting fit in pre-season. When he was at Fleetwood, there was a lot of running and going on bikes, in pre-season as well, and getting the team bonding there as well. He's very direct. I think that'll suit Bradford, because at Milton Keynes, the style of football doesn't suit the football club, where at Bradford, it's win at all costs. I don't think Bradford get into the top 3. I think they'll be up there, but I think the pressure on that football club, and they've got a great fan base, but sometimes it's a bit like Leeds. It's a bit like an Ipswich were when they were in League 1 at times. Sunderland, when pressure can get on you, it can be tough to follow. Colchester United are an interesting one. Now, I watched them away at Mansfield, and they drew 1-1. And I was very, very impressed. They went 1-0 up in the game. It was on Sky, went to the match. And Danny Cowley, the relationship him and Nicky are built up with a football club and the fan base is unbelievable. They didn't have that previously, and now they've got that. They've signed some good players. The likes of Lyle Taylor, yes, he's 34 now and struggled at Cambridge and attitude problems there. Macy in goal is a great signing as well. Jack Payne is an unbelievable signing, and sometimes I don't think he goes and tests himself enough. He's had a decent career. I think he was at Oxford, he was at Swindon, Chester. I think they're going to overachieve and get over 55 points. I really do. I think they'll be closer to the top 12 than the bottom 6. Might not have a top 12 squad, but he'll make the players better. And look, they'll be horrible to play against, because if they go 1-0 up, the goalkeeper will be going down. There'll be stoppages all over the park. Talking about 55 points, I think Cheltenham get below that. I think they're going to struggle this year. I don't think that's an unpopular one. Losing the likes of Lloyd, losing the likes of Elliot Bond, I think is Southwood as well. Curtis Davies obviously retired. I think he's retired now. They've lost key players. Darryl Clark went out, new managers come in, and I just don't think they'll get going. I think they'll just about stay up. I think in a few people's positions they are down there. I think they'll settle comfortably, but I think they'll get under 55 points, and there's a worry for Cheltenham how far they could plummet. Salford. I think Salford's currently finishing the bottom 8, and I know they've just signed Ben Woodburn, which is a great signing. He signed Cole Stockton, who is a goal scorer at League Two level. Signed Negru, which is a great signing, but losing the likes of Matt Smith, who scored 24 goals last year. Elliot Watt, who didn't do quite as well as the season before, where he got 16 assists. But his influence on the dressing room in midfield was a big one. They've lost Alex Cairns, the goalkeeper, as well, who, you know, was one of their better players. He was captain of the football club. It was stagnant. Like, they went up through the leagues, did really well, and maybe the funding has been pulled back a little bit. I know they're asking for investors. Maybe they've changed their approach a little bit. I think Salford could struggle next year. The only saving grace is Carl Robinson, who I don't think will stick around for too long if they're down there. Walsall, I don't think currently finishing my top 10. And they've signed good players, the likes of experience in Albert Adoma, but lost Hutchinson to Bristol Rovers as well. I don't think they've improved enough to pile on the pressure on the top 7. I don't think they're any better than they were last year. You had a good run in February, March time last year, and you thought, right, playoffs here. I just think that maybe they'll finish between 11th and 16th, which, look, it's not bad, but for Walsall, you want to be up here, don't you? Morecambe signed 15 players at once. They brought the likes of Hallam Hoping. They brought the likes of, I think George Ray's an excellent signing. Sinogo is a decent League Two player, but under Derek Adams, he's a very, very good League Two player. Lost JJ McKennion to Lincoln, which is a big loss. And the ownership issues, and, you know, they need to get that sorted out. And I'm a Fleetwood fan, and I want Morecambe to resolve their issues, because I want clubs being what they can do, what they, you know, no ownership issues. Let's just play football, and if you beat us 3-2, let's go out there, rat-a-tat-tat, and have a good go, have a good game. And I wish Morecambe all the best. I think Morecambe will stay up next season, I really do. Derek Adams, for one, is a great manager. It's his, fourth time as Morecambe boss. First time, kept them up, won promotion, came back, kept them up, and then was doing quite well in League Two, to be fair. Was just outside the playoffs, got some impressive away victories. Brennan went in and obviously left for Accrington, and the ownership issues, wages haven't been paid at times as well. And, you know, Rawson, the captain last year, had his say on that. But they're a club that always fight against the odds. Coventry away, where, look, I think they drew 0-0, where Coventry just needed a point to stay in the playoffs, get a home tie second leg against Notts County. Morecambe stayed up. Morecambe have had issues like this and worse in the past and always got through it. They're that club that come together, and Morecambe probably do have the worst squad, or the second worst squad in the division, but they've got one of the better managers, experienced managers, that will get them fighting, and every game they will go out there and give it everything. And when you've got that belief as a football club that we're going to finish bottom, but let's have a good go, let's stay up, let's prove against the odds, no pressure as well. They've got a good fan base, a good core fan base, but you're not playing in front of 15,000 like at Bradford. You're playing in front of 3,000 to 4,000 home fans that just want to see you have a go. And I experienced that with Fleetwood. I think that will really suit Morecambe. And Morecambe, I think this is the one I believe in the most, will stay up next season. Talking about managers, I think 10 manager sackings this year. I think that we'll have a few. I think that if clubs, big clubs, I look at the ones that have come down. I think Cheltenham will stay with them. I think Fleetwood will stay. I think Vale will stay because of a long-term deal. I think Carlisle will give Paul Simpson the benefit of the doubt for 10 to 15 years. But if they don't start well, the new owners, I think, will get frustrated after backing him in the late in January and in the summer. I think that I'd like to see him stick loyal, but if they're in the bottom 8, the bottom 10, I think he could be on thin ice. I think other managers as well. But I think there'll be 10 manager sackings. I think that's straightforward. Another one for you, I think George Byers is the best signing that Vale have made so far. They've obviously made a few. The likes of Jaden Stockley, the lad from Aldershot as well has come in as well. Defensively, they could do with a few more, but George Byers, under Darren Moore, worked well at Sheffield Wednesday before. I think he's one of their best signings so far. Technically gifted, box to box. And lastly, I think 10 football clubs can potentially win promotion this year. I think it's, unlike last year in League Two, where you had Stockport County, you had Wrexham up there as well. It was very difficult to win promotion. This year, it's a bit more open, and the mid-table ones last year, your Walsalls, potentially your Gillinghams, your AFC Wimbledons, those types of football clubs can look and think, we'll have a go, because the 4 that have gone up are up here. The 4 that have come down are probably down here. So a few of those that have been in League Two for a while, maybe even a Doncaster, will start to lick the lips. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you have enjoyed it. Please give me a like if you haven't already. Please subscribe if you like this sort of content. Let me know down below. And until next time, I will see you later. Thank you very much for watching.